Okay, well, good morning. It's October the 6th today on a Friday. And something a little different today for fall hiking season start. I'm down into the Sylamore District. I'm going to do some hikes down into various waterfalls down in through here. We're starting this morning down at Steel Falls, which is off of Highway 14 by 56, a little town, and it comes back in the north of the Gunner Pool campground and come back in here to the trailhead. Then we'll come back up Poosh Mountain Road and try to hit a couple more coming back up Poosh Mountain Road and come up with hopefully 4 or 5 waterfalls on the film today. We'll see how it goes. But we're going to start this morning again at Steel Falls, and you leave the trailhead here where this gate is and go down a road for a ways, an old road, and then cross a creek, maybe do a little, I don't know how good the trail is from there on up to the falls, but we'll go see what we can find this morning. Another one of those hikes. I've never been on any of these, so we'll be finding out together. A note, I guess, for you in general, when you leave Highway 14, you turn up, it's called Gunner Pool Road, or it's County Road 1102, I believe, to come back up in here, and then you turn down 1113 is the road that comes back in here to the trailhead. It is all gravel road once you get off Highway 14. It took me 20 minutes to get in here to the trailhead on the gravel road. It's a good road, but you're not going to drive 50 on it, or shouldn't probably. I don't normally do hikes specifically into waterfalls, but I thought it would be something different down in an area that I have done very little hiking in down here in the Sylamore District. So, a good way to kind of welcome in the fall season. We had a really good rain, Wednesday night and part of Thursday. So we shall see. Hopefully the water's flowing reasonably on the falls. I think this hike down into here and back is supposed to be about a 3-mile round trip. The others that I'm going to try to hit on Poosh Mountain Road are even shorter. I think they're actually 1 mile or 2 miles round trip. So distance-wise, we won't cover probably more than about 5 miles hiking today, 4 to 5. The trick on the 2 on Poosh Mountain Road spots I want to stop is finding the trail, or the trailhead. It's a little tricky, and I'll have some mileage estimates for you to get from point to point. Or I believe Tim Ernst in his book on waterfalls has GPS coordinates in there too that may be helpful to finding them. Okay, well, you've seen what the trailhead is like and down the road for a ways here. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a little bit here and work my way on down the road. And we hit something to start filming again, we'll kick the camera back on. Okay, we're down the bottom of the road at the creek now, and took me what, about 17-18 minutes to get down here. Road's about the same all the way down, got a few switchbacks on it, but nothing, I mean, they're easy switchbacks. So we're down here at the creek, and unfortunately the creek looks pretty dry. We'll see here. Looks like the trail, I got a trail sign right up here maybe. Yeah. Hiking trail. We do have some water running there in that stream, so hopefully that's coming from the falls. Well, yeah, I see some coming over. Looks like we do have a little water coming down. Yeah, let me get around here where I can get a better view. Yeah. Not a bad little stream of water coming down. Yeah. There we go from behind. Very nice. Got a nice flow today. What a nice bluff line. I'm sure if you had the time and wanted to, there's a way to get back up on top of this thing. But Steel Falls, if I remember right, named after a ranger named Jim Steele, who did a lot of the work down here in the wilderness area, keeping it clean, keeping everything going down in this area. I think you can read a little bit about him in Tim Merritt's book. Nice fall. Okay, well, one last shot. Oh, and while I am thinking about it, if you're hiking anywhere in the Ozarks, probably down here in Arkansas this time of year, coming down here, I heard a couple shots off in the distance. Just be aware that various hunting seasons have opened and will probably just roll from one end to another through the end of the year. So I would recommend, if you're hiking down here, to wear some blaze orange. I'm wearing my hat. You can wear a hat, a vest, whatever you want. But just for safety's sake, it's probably a good idea to do so. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. And one last look at Steel Falls. Yeah, it's a nice one. Not too hard to get to. A little hard to get back in here, a little distance-wise. But it was nice. Okay, well, I will turn the camera off until we get back up to the trailhead. Because once we get back to the road, it's just going back up the road we came down. So I'll turn it off now. See you in a little bit. Okay. We're back at the trailhead. Took about 35 minutes coming back. It is uphill all the way coming back. So that makes it a little bit of a grind, but not too bad. Okay. Well, we'll get stuff stowed in the car and then head over and try and find Three Springs Falls and Cascade. See you in a little bit. All right. Well, we're at our second stop for the day. This is going to be to try and see the Three Springs Cascade and Falls. You can see the road back in here. Now, this road is definitely a Jeep road when you get off of Push Mountain Road. And it's 8.3, 8.2 miles north of the Highway 14 and Push Mountain Road junction. And it's on a curve there in Push Mountain Road, and this road takes off to the right if you're coming from the south, and you got to watch for it close. There's no road signs or anything there for it. You stay to the left at a couple forks and come down here to this feed plot, and you park here. This is the trailhead, such as it is. This is not a improved trail. This is what they call it, a volunteer trail. Back in here to this, it should be fairly short. If I'm in the right area, it can be tricky to hit the right spot on some of these. But I did a scouting trip here a couple months ago when I was down in this area trying to find where these trailheads were, because they are not marked in any way. So we start off again here, going down an old road. And when we get down this hill here, the trail, such as it is, should take off to the right. And we shouldn't be too awful far from the falls at that point. I've never done this hike, so again, we'll all learn together. I would make a comment, and I think Tim Ernst addresses this in his Waterfall book also. Like if you're using some of the navigation mapping systems, the Jeep road that we turned on to get down in here will say Cook Road. But you want to be careful, because if you're coming along Pooch Mountain Road from the south, you will see a road that has a sign on it that says Cook Road. The one with the sign is not the one you want. That is the voice of experience speaking there. I made that mistake one time. As you can see, this is very washed out down in here. I sure wouldn't want to drive it. It's about the edge of my jumping capabilities anymore too. Okay. Well, here, where the road goes to the left, I believe this is our trail. Here, I guess we'll go try it and see. Looks like our trail goes to the left here. I picked up a stick that wants to travel with me there. Okay, well, we definitely got a rocky area here in front of us. Be a little careful on this wet rock. Make sure I got a good stance and grip on something. Okay, hey. Wow. That's quite a rock formation there. Interesting. We can get over there to that. I'm leery of the wet rock. Oops, yep, that's why I'm leery. Okay, we won't do the wet rock. Yep. Yep. Huh. Wanted to get over there to that, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not without. All right. There. Well, I guess this is the cascade part of it here. Not flowing very vigorously today, but you can see it drops down into the pool here below us. And then you can see the drop off down here for the falls. I think I'm going to have to go back around and try and at least get an angle coming up the side there to get a shot of the falls. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Trying to figure out the best way to do this. Because obviously, yeah, you want to watch that wet rock. It's muddy and very, very slick. Huh. May be interesting to get over there. Huh. Ha ha ha. Yeah. There. I didn't want to try and cut across that steep section with the wet rock there again. Okay. See if I can go around some of this brush here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. I'm going to shut the camera off for a minute while I try and figure a way out here. Okay, well, I went up and went back up the trail to where we turned left, came on over a little further and then came back down. And you can get down on this part of the ledge. In this case, you can see one of the falls here anyhow. Looks like we got another one up here. Yeah. Very nice. I don't know if you could get down at the bottom there some way, but I'm sure not going to try today. Again, where the rock's wet from the rain and everything, it is exceedingly slick. So, but we did it. We found the right trailhead, and we found the Three Springs Falls and Cascades. So, if you have a desire to come see them, this is where they're at. And there's where we were over there. Again, I would go see if I could get an angle on a fall over there, but again, all this rock looks wet and slick, and it's not worth getting hurt over. So anyhow, this is where it's at. We found it. Now you can find it too. Come down in here and do some exploring. Very good. Well, I will turn the camera off and we'll head back up to the car. Okay, our last stop of the day is Dewey Canyon. And the parking lot, or parking spot, for Dewey Canyon is right off of Push Mountain Road here. You can see they've got spots here for a couple vehicles. This is, according to my odometer, a half a mile north of where we turned off for the Three Springs Cascade and Falls. And I think if you start at Push Mountain on the north end and come down, this is like 16.3 miles down to here. And then if you were going to Three Springs from there, it'd be another half mile south. So in this one, the trailhead's actually over here across the road. Got lucky this morning, no traffic. And again, this is another one. It's not a formal trail with a listed trailhead and any of that kind of stuff. This is another volunteer trail down into Dewey Canyon. Down here you've got Dewey Canyon Falls, Hewstead Falls, and Bumpers Falls. So they're all supposed to be pretty close together. Again, this is one I have not done. So we will all learn together. Again, it's not supposed to be very far off the road. I suspect it is a little steep coming back up. My legs are starting to feel a little bit of all the uphill, so I'll probably be slow coming back up out of here. The trail is just before you get to this guardrail, and there were some tape. There it is. There's an old faded piece of tape hanging there on that tree, and that's the trail. Almost impossible to spot just driving by. You almost have to have the mileage to get here. But here we go. There's the trailhead just before the guardrail. Here we go. It's 10:35. We'll see how long it takes to get down in here. Yeah, this is going to be fun coming back up. This is fairly steep going down. Okay. Well, the trail's getting a little hard to find. Huh. It goes this way. I think it's got to go back to the left. Oops. Okay. Well, here's the trail coming down. Okay, I missed it somewhere back there. All right. Boy. Yeah, this is going to be fun getting back up. Lots of toadstools. Well, you probably can't see it very well, but there's a little falls right there. Okay. These are supposed to be fairly good size. I'm talking in the, 50-foot range. Wow. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's a little bit of water coming down right here, and I can hear it splashing down below. I think you're supposed to go to the left along this ledge up here. There may be a way down in there. Again, I probably will not do that today. Well, I guess let's go right up between the rocks. Tree makes it a bit of a challenge. See how movable it is. Oh yeah. Oh. What a bluff line. What a bluff line. Well, we got one here. Not flowing a lot today. Yeah. But you can see it dropping off that upper ledge and coming down into this little pool down here at the bottom. So there's one of them. If I'm not totally sure which name belongs to which falls. Again, my goodness. Yeah. Well, supposedly Husted Falls is on over along that bluff line somewhere. I don't think I'm going to go try and get it. And somewhere back in there, they say there is a ladder that helps you get down to the lower level of the valley here. But with no more flow than we have today, I don't know that that's something I'm going to try to do. But anyhow, here it is. This is Dewey Canyon. And one of the falls is flowing. The other one is, you just can't quite get a good enough angle to see it from here. Yeah. Hard to believe this is that close to the highway. It gets visited, but not real often. Let's see here. No, I would not do that. In fact, you might be able to get up on that ledge up behind there, but that looks like a good place to slide from. All right. Oh yeah, these rocks here are slick also. You want to be very cautious of your footing back in here. Yeah. Probably drops off that other ledge out there a little bit somewhere. Let's go see. Yeah. Ooh. Huh. Well, I'm not going to try to get up in there. You sure could. I mean, it wouldn't be too difficult. But again, looking out over Dewey Canyon here, you could probably spend some time back in here exploring some of this if you wanted to do some climbing. Okay. I do see, let me see if I can go along here just a little ways. Well, you can't see it very well, and I'm not going to take any chances on the edge of this bluff. But if you look, that fall we went behind, you can see it dropping off the second ledge there and dropping all the way down into the canyon and hitting down there at the bottom. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Well, we found it. We've got back in here and seen a couple of the waterfalls. There's still some more back in here if you wanted to come back and explore. Maybe leaf off would be better so you could see things easier from where you're going. But very good. Well, I'm going to go on and turn the camera off and head back up to the car.